Right, good morning everyone, and here we are, Hydro for You's very first podcast. Welcome this morning, a huge welcome to Laura from Laura's Journal, who has kindly agreed to be my co-host this morning.
Hello everyone.
So Laura, before we begin, just tell us all a little about yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Laura. I do have my own vlogging page. It's called Laura's Journal. I am a part-time nursery nurse. I am a SEN mum. My son has autism. I have ADHD myself as well, but I've started to do vlogging as part of kind of an extra part-time add-on, and I've been really, really enjoying it. It's been incredible. So yeah, that's me.
And you've done amazing.
Thank you.
Nearly 10,000, just under 10,000 followers. Go you. Cool. So I think pretty much today, Laura, is just going to be about Hydro for You and having a bit of a chat.
Yeah.
How it came about and different stuff like that. So I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, so to be honest, I just want to talk a little bit about like a backstory about how we met, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Lindsay has her own business called Hydro for You, where her clients go into a hydrotherapy pool, and it can help with loads of different kind of ailments, but it's really good for like mental health and things like that as well. And when I started vlogging, Lindsay actually reached out to me. That business is just absolutely fantastic. But yeah, when you've got your own business and when you're doing vlogging as well, it's amazing what kind of friendships can come out of that. So I class Lindsay as my friend now, and this has just been amazing to be able to come down and do this with you. Like, it's just incredible. The only few things that I don't know is, how did Hydro for You come about?
So it's a little bit of a long story, but I'll cut it as short as I can. So I've got quite an extensive background, shall we say, in fitness. Going back to when I was at school, I'd done everything, whether it was badminton, hockey, athletics, football, you name it, I'd done it. Really sporty. And then at the age of about, I think 13, 14, I joined Sunderland ladies football team. I was there till I was about 25. And then I became a fitness instructor in 2018. Went to a surgeon because my knees just became obsolete, basically. Found out my knees were absolutely bust.
Yeah.
And then I did find out on the back of that I had hip dysplasia that I had lived my whole life with. Got surgery at Hexham Hospital and was told by my physio to go and do hydrotherapy. And at that point, I just said, no, I don't need it. Like, I'll just work with the physios. No, it'll really aid your recovery, so I did. And I went to Sunderland Hospital. I'd done 6 sessions, which was amazing. And he was right, it did aid me recovery. And then you're basically told to go and find your own. And when you go on Google and you put in hydrotherapy, all you get is dogs and horses. There's
really?
Nothing really for humans. And all I wanted was a pool with heated water to go and do a fitness session or to run on a treadmill and build my muscles back up again. And there was nothing. And that was it. So I had to stop fitness instructing. My mental health just plummeted. Didn't know what I was going to do. Like, it's all I had ever known. What do I do now? And yeah, that was it. And then on the 31st of January, I went to this pool, what I hired to do the hydro sessions, for a birthday party with my son.
Oh, really?
I did.
I was just about to ask you how that came about. How did it end up becoming, at heaven, So
yeah, so it was just a party, and it was a child's party. And the mum said, would you go in the pool? I was like, absolutely. And it was just unbelievable. And we're having fibromyalgia myself. I didn't really do a lot in the pool. I just walked around, but because it was heated, I just felt the benefits of it. So that was the 31st, the Saturday. And then the Saturday, the Sunday, my head was going 50 to the dozen. And I was like, I need to do something here. Mm-hmm. And on the Monday, which was the 2nd of Feb, went into the centre, spoke to the manager, told her what the idea was, what I wanted to do, and they've been absolutely brilliant with us. And I ran my first session on the 9th of Feb.
Incredible.
So it was that quick.
That's amazing. So did you just kind of take what you'd learnt yourself and put it into the business, or was it kind of like, did you need like a qualification or anything for it?
Yeah, so I'm a qualified fitness instructor, and that was my thing. When I was looking at it, I was thinking, like, do I need to be a physiotherapist? Do I need to have all these like big qualifications? And actually you don't. So the way around it is I can't promote it as hydrotherapy. because I'm not doing therapy. It's hydro fitness sessions.
Yeah.
So it's just taking exercises that you would do on land, but it's a lot easier to do in the water. And then with the added heated water, it just totally soothes your muscles, your joints. It's just amazing.
It's definitely something that I need to try at some point. Like
It's
right up my street. Like I think even just for kind of from a mental health point of view, and when you're running around after children in a part-time job and then your own children as well, it's nice to have like that, isn't it? So like in terms of like your clients and stuff, what would you say kind of what does it help them with? Like what is the main kind of ailments and things that they have that Hydro for You can help them with?
Honestly, it's huge. I don't think I'd have enough time to sit in one podcast and go through it, but the amount of clients that I've got with so many different ailments, it's unbelievable. So you've got things like arthritis, fibromyalgia. Some of my clients have had strokes, Parkinson's, spinal injuries. It just, honestly, there's so much, and it helps so much because the buoyancy of the water takes a lot of your body weight away. So even myself, having bad knees, I couldn't do like squats and lunges on land. Then I go in the water and I can do them.
Completely weightless.
It's magic.
Yeah.
It really is magic. So the amount of people that come through and they haven't been able to do physio or like you say, exercise. And then like you say, the mental health side of it, it's massive when you've been someone who's done exercise regularly, or you've been able to go for walks, or I've got people who've done treks, climb mountains. And then they go to, I can't do anything. They get diagnosed with these illnesses, and it's like, right, where do I go from here?
Yeah, this is it. I think a lot of kind of physical health and mental health, that can have a knock-on effect with each other, can't they? So like if you've been so used to doing something for so long, that's whether it's your hobby, whether it's, that dopamine boost, whether it's just something that you need for you to kind of function on the daily, and then you can't do that anymore, it affects your mental health afterwards, so
huge.
Yeah, it's nice that they've got something else for them. Yeah, amazing.
I think like even a lot of my clients will say like the sessions have saved us. Like I get messages nearly on a daily basis, and it's just it's so nice to be able to have put something, to make something available to the community, because there's nothing in chats that I have with my clients. It's a general consensus. There's nothing out there. You go to, you get surgery, or you're waiting to go for surgery, or you get diagnosed with an illness. It's like, right, this is what you've got on your way.
Yeah.
And there's no
just
support.
Kind of left a lot of the time, aren't you? Definitely.
Yeah. And it's obviously the NHS is the NHS the way it is at the minute, and it's massively stretched. Like one of my clients, it was a 12 weeks waiting list to get into the RVI.
Yeah.
And that space from getting diagnosed to waiting 10, 12, 14 weeks to get into a pool, it's a massive, it's massive time scale, and anything can happen in between that time. Like with your health, it's got to be now.
Yeah, no, this is it. Like time waits for no one, really, does it? So
no.
It's a bit like, my friend probably won't mind us mentioning this, my friend's mum's just been diagnosed with breast cancer, literally the other day, and I think she waited ages for the results to come back. Like they were just leaving her. Like, and it's like she didn't know obviously that you had it at the time, but it's that worry, like that anxiety, and again your physical health and your mental health being kind of like intertwined, so to speak. But yeah, like it's just mental. Same with like mental health diagnoses; they just take so long. Like autism and ADHD, like the diagnosis and the waiting times for those are just obscene. Like it's absolutely mental.
But again, you go and it's like, oh, you've got this, and then they either want to put painkillers into you, take medication, you'll be fine. But there's no support. There's absolutely no support. And I mean, even from my own personal experience, there was just nothing out there. And there's so many barriers that you face, from cost. If you want to go into a heated pool and just walk around and relax, you're looking at like these spa places. 100, 150, 180 pound to go and just to walk around a pool.
Aye, it's mental.
And then you've got other places locally where, you can go in, but it's the availability. How often can I get in? it's not good enough just doing it like once a month or once every 6 months. It's something you've got to do all the time. There's just so many so many stepping stones that you've got to get over to be able to access these places. And then what I found was there's a lot of places that have got a pool or availability, and the cost might be okay, but there's no like fitness. It would just be to go and stand in a pool.
Yeah, I was going to ask you before, actually, if we go back to kind of like when we talk about the NHS, is the kind of the places that they offer for hydrotherapy, is it kind of like, is it few and far between sort of thing? Is it kind of like, is it hard to access and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I believe there's one at Sunderland Hospital, there's one at Shields Hospital that I think's been closed for years.
Yeah.
Don't think there's a one at the QE, the RVI, I think there's a one. But again, I know, going back to personal experience again, I had to be assessed to get into Sunderland Hospital. And then once you're assessed and they say, yeah, you can have it, you get 6 sessions. But for someone like myself who has got chronic illness, fibromyalgia, 6 sessions is nothing.
No, you need something consistent.
Yeah. Then what do I do for the other remaining weeks of the year to be able to have to wait that year to then be reassessed again?
Yeah.
So for somebody who, say, has had a stroke or, you know, motor neuron disease where they want to just keep active, they can't, and there's nothing around, and it is a lot of money to hire a pool just to go and stand and walk about. And I'd just seen a gap.
Exactly.
And it wasn't, you know, I'm not the best fitness instructor, I'm not the best out there, but what I've created is something that there's a massive need there.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think unless you've had hydrotherapy yourself, you don't actually know the benefits of it. Even when I'm talking about hydro for you and I'll say, this is how it can benefit you, this is how it can benefit you, unless you get in the pool and actually do it, you can't comprehend the benefits of it.
I think a lot of it's like the main benefit for me when I talk to you about it is the fact that you've been through that yourself as well. Like you say you might not be the best fitness person, but you've literally been through it all of yourself. Do you know what I mean? So how would you say like people would find you, you know, and find the business? Kind of like, did it go through kind of like a self-referral? Is it social media? Is it NHS? Like, tell us a little bit more about that. So
it's up to now, I've just advertised on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it's on there a little bit, but I would say the majority is through Facebook, groups on Facebook, website, and then you've got the NHS NHS Wellbeing. So that's a scheme. One of my clients came and she was like, I'm actually getting funded to come here. I was like, what? Nobody's got any leaflets yet. This was going right back to the beginning. And what that is, I believe, is where if people are at work and they're at risk of losing their job through illness or injury, disabilities, whatever, or if people are on the sick and can't get back to work because of the same reasons, they'll actually fund you to go and do like therapies to get back to work or to be able to remain in work. So I'm working alongside them now. So that was quite big actually for being so quick into the business.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I'm also getting referrals from like physios at the GP surgeries, the hospitals. I had a phone call off a lady last week and she was like, went for an assessment for a blue badge. And I was just thinking, how do they know about us? They've got no leaflets. So the word's obviously getting out around social media. So yeah, that's pretty much how I'm going about it at the minute.
This is the thing, the power of social media, isn't it? It can have a lot of negative point, but in general I would like to think it's more positive than anything else, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for me definitely
for like, I would say definitely for like small businesses and local businesses and things like that. Like, it's one of the things obviously, as you know, that I kind of work hard to promote and showcase as well. How often are your sessions?
So I do quite a few a week, not as many as I'd like to, but at the minute I've got 2 daytime sessions, which is a Monday and a Thursday. I do every night 6 o'clock. And then a Saturday morning. So there's a little bit different like variation in times, but what I would love to do is to be able to offer different times of the day, so morning, afternoon, night, and it just opens up to more people. Difficult people with childcare, for example, can't, like issues, they can't come on a night time. So it's trying to make it as available as I can, but I can't kind of get...
Is there different like age ranges as well across like your clients? Like
huge, yeah. So at the minute it's 16 plus. But it's just, there's a huge variety of clients, huge variety of age. You could have a 20-odd-year-old who's there for general fitness and somebody else who's had a stroke. But the good thing about my sessions is I quickly learned that you can't please everybody. So what I done is I stripped it right back from, say, on a Wednesday I had like a wellbeing session. But if someone wanted to come to that wellbeing session, which was more aimed at like women with menopause symptoms, post or pre, whatever, they wanted to come to that session, but they couldn't make a Wednesday. So then it was like, right, how can I please everybody? So what I done was I just stripped it right back and I said, you know what, just do one session for everybody.
Yeah.
So regardless whether you're 80-year-old and you've had a stroke and you want to keep mobile, or whether you're a 20-year-old who just wants a different form of fitness, it works for everybody. And I just love it because nobody looks and says, well, they're doing that, so I've got to do that, but I can't and I'm not going to come back. Everybody just does their own thing.
Yeah. Am I right in thinking that on the different days, like you have different classes as well, like for different kind of like ability, so to speak, off of different things?
So that's how I started it off. So it was like, I can't even remember now, it was that long ago, but not long ago. So like I'd have like deep water workouts, which would mimic the obvious working in deep water. I'd have the wellbeing Wednesday, then I'd have chronic illness on a Friday, but it just, the days and the times didn't match for people.
Yeah.
So like I said before, you've got someone who's got a chronic illness, but I only had it on a Friday. If they couldn't make a Friday, they were having to come to like a different session. So I think the thing with me, I quickly realised, because I only had the chronic illness one on a Friday, that was the one that got booked up the most. Right. It just got booked up weeks in advance, and that was really early on. So I had to end up going double. So I changed the Thursday's deep water session. So the Thursday and the Friday were chronic illness, and that just booked up straight away. So then that's when I realised, like, actually it's I would say probably 80% of my clients have got like chronic illness.
That's crazy.
It's huge.
That's huge. It's eye-opening as well, isn't it, though? Like how many people actually suffer on the daily with things. Like I think we take our health for granted a lot of the time, don't we?
Massively.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I didn't actually realise. I didn't realise like the impact. I know me personally, but I didn't really speak about my personal thing. So when I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, it was just like, right, there's a medication. It'll hopefully keep things at bay. But then I would go and I would lie in bed and I would feel this fatigue that was just something else. It didn't matter if I slept for 4 hours in the day, I would wake up exactly the same. And I'm thinking, why is this not getting any better? I've slept for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And it, like I said earlier, people are getting diagnosed with these conditions like Parkinson's, stroke, but then there's no support. There's no support network at all. Yeah.
I think it's just so easy for them to throw medication at you as well. I think whether it's anxiety and depression, like even just from like a mental health point of view, and hope you don't mind us mentioning this, but it's kind of, I've been there myself where I knew there was something underlying and I knew that I clearly was, autistic or ADHD or something. And it was like, oh, we'll give you this medication, we'll give you that one. I think I've tried all the antidepressants possible. And then it's kind of, you forget to take them because I'm ADHD, so I forget things, and it's hard work, and it's a similar thing for my son. He was like, when he was diagnosed with autism, it was kind of like, right, off you go then. And that's a child as well. Like it's just like, I don't understand. I mean, they do kind of signpost you to various different things and that, and but most of it you just have to kind of do on your own, you know.
You've got to find out yourself, haven't you?
But yeah, in terms of like, your sessions, like how much do they cost and stuff? Let's talk about money. A taboo subject.
Very taboo. The sessions are £15 a person.
Yeah.
And that is because every time I get in that pool, I have to hire the pool. It's not my own pool, so I have to hire the pool, and it's costly. Mm-hmm. And then the other aspect of it is I haven't got a huge pool where I can say, right, I'll open it up to 20 and 30 clients and get £4 or £5 a time, which would cover that cost. Mm-hmm. I'm only allowed 8 in the pool.
Right, okay.
So, and it has worked out a lot better because it's a lot more personal, and everybody that's in that pool, I know about them. I know what the ailments are. I know what they can do, they can't do. So if I go on my booking system, I can say, right, I've got X, Y and Z on, and I can tailor that session to them or to the clients that are in on that particular day. In the early days, I did get quite a lot of messages like £15, that's too much. And I really struggled with it, to be honest, because if I could offer it for £3 and £4 a person.
Well, this is it. It's your business as well at the end of the day. And I think the main thing for me that I've realised with it is that if people are, doing it with the NHS or what have you, like you said before, 6 weeks kind of like a post-care sort of thing, that's all they're going to get. Mm-hmm. And I just think with Hydro for You, at least you've got that consistency. You've got that consistency. People can come that can make friends while they're there, have like a bit of a mental health boost while they're there, and like join in with other people and meet you and stuff. And like you're learning so much about them and they're learning so much from you as well. So I think regardless, like I would happily pay £15 a session personally.
I think, so I have conversations with my existing clients like on a daily basis really, and we speak about the fact that you can go and you can pay 6, 7, I don't know what the going rates are for like aqua aerobics, for example. But then you're paying for a heated pool. So it's costly because they're having to heat that pool. So naturally it's a lot more money to run, which means it's more expensive to rent and all the rest of it. But I think what I've quickly realised is that people won't pay to invest in their health. Right. So you will get the ones that will. Yeah. But you get people who probably would quite happily pay 15 quid to get a pizza, but they won't pay £15 to come.
Which can have a detrimental effect on your health if it's,
huge.
If it's an unhealthy pizza.
Exactly. But yeah, it has become quickly apparent that a lot of people won't pay for their well-being.
It's crazy.
It is.
I think it's one of those things, isn't it, where like I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, or like I'll start worrying when I'm actually poorly, or I've got this or I've got that, because again, people take their health for granted so much, don't they? It's like, I've known people who have been diagnosed with like cancers, and it's been related to smoking, or it's been, related to drinking and stuff. They get diagnosed and then they stop. Mm-hmm. But you've kind of got to a point now where you've affected your health that much through that, So.
I think as well at the minute, where we are now, there's a huge focus on well-being and holistic therapies. And I know, like a lot of my clients, I know myself, if I can do something where I don't have to take a medication, I hate medication. Mm-hmm. I'll only take paracetamol if I'm like really, really...
It's the side effects as well that you can get with medication, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. It's bad for your body. It's horrendous. But I just think it's like all these people who like doing the sound spas, we started doing sound spas, so we do them once a month. And again, it's one of them, life's just too busy, life's too stressful. And then, so we kind of stripped it back and we're like, right, why don't we do this? So I'm working with a lady locally, and she's a Reiki master, and she does all that kind of holistic therapy stuff. So I'll just give Mel a shout out there.
Shout out to Mel.
She's absolutely amazing at one-to-one healing beauties. But yeah, so that was another thing. And again, 8 people come, we'll have a floating sound bath, and the amount of people that'll come there and say, I just feel so chilled, so relaxed, because I think life is just too busy and too stressful.
It is.
So it's just trying to tie everything in.
So obviously, like when I mentioned before, it kind of touches on definitely like a mental health kind of perspective as well. Would you say that it helps people from like a social perspective as well, like a social point of view?
Massive. When I started this whole thing, I didn't just want the fitness side of it. I wanted something where it was a bit like a community, where people can come, they can do the fitness, they can do that side of it. But then if they want to, if they feel comfortable, they can talk about their ailments, their injuries, their illnesses. It might be that you've got a couple of people who've had the same experience. Some people will come and they'll just do what they need to do, don't really engage, and then you've got the others who they'll have a laugh. It's a social thing. I've had people saying, I feel so isolated, I feel like I'm dealing with it all on my own, and I've come here and I'm not judged.
Yeah,
I can talk about it. There's no judgment there. I can be who I want to be, and that's what I say. It's like, a bit like we say, what happens on holiday stays on holiday. Like, it's a bit the same. Whatever happens or whatever said in the pool stays in the pool.
Yeah.
And, I've got ladies now, I've got group chats on Facebook. They've never met each other in their life. They don't know each other. They get in the pool and they've formed this little friendship up and they've got a group chat on. And
I love that.
It's mad.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what I wanted to create, just like somewhere that you can just come and be comfortable.
Yeah.
There's no judgment, there's no bitchiness. But there's nothing. There's no animosity. There's nobody that doesn't get on with anybody. Everybody's there for their own personal reasons.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's like, you take a step back and you look at each other and you think, we're all in the same boat. We're all here just trying to do our thing, improve our health, and they all go through it in their own specific way, so that's class, that.
It is. Yeah. I love it. And, I have to say, right, so there's some of my clients, I've got a couple off the top of my head, but I don't want to name people. But they'll go, I've never stuck to fitness before yet. So one of my clients last night was like, I get aggy if I can't come, or I start getting tetchy.
Yeah.
I need to get in the pool and just chill out. Yeah. And they were saying that last night. And then I think, from my biggest win, when I knew this has worked, is because my mum, and she'll not mind us saying it, but my mum just doesn't do fitness. And she comes every week. She's there every week and she loves it. And I just think, out of everything else, that is probably one of the biggest things for me.
Yeah.
It's given her something that, and there'll be a lot of other people as well, don't get us wrong, where they think, I can't do it, I can't go to a fitness session, or I don't want to go swimming in a pool and be in a costume. There's just, it's mad, honestly. It's just blew me mind. It's absolutely blew me mind.
Yeah, I think that's it as well. I remember when we chatted about this before, it's kind of, it's even great for people who are body conscious, aren't they? Like what you've just said there, because they're under the water. And they're completely weightless as well. It's stuff that they would have been able to do on land. Yeah. And they might not be able to now, or it might have just not been for them. They might have struggled with it. Mm-hmm. They can do it in the water instead. Yeah.
I get people coming and they're like, well, I can't do this and I can't do that because I've got bad knees. And I'm like, don't worry, I'm one of yous. Every time I get in the pool, it's helping my knees. I've got upcoming surgery on my knees. I need a hip replacement, but I'm too young. Hurrah.
That's crazy though, isn't it?
So every time I get in the pool, and a lot of people will say to us, do you get in the pool or not? And I'm like, yeah, because that's part of why I want to do it, is so every time I get in the pool, it's helping me physically as well. Mm-hmm. So
is it specific kind of I know you say it's not just workouts, but is there specific things that you do in the pool with your clients? What could they kind of expect when they're in there? It's certain motions. I know they have the what's them big foam things
noodles
called? Noodles, yeah. I know I've seen you do work with them, but yeah, I'm dying to know what else they kind of do when they're actually in the pool as well.
It just varies, to be honest. So I try and cover everything. So I try and do a bit of cardio. I try and do a bit of just general movement, strength work, toning, just a bit of everything. But I think even when you do cardio stuff, you don't realise it's cardio. So we can do skipping ropes, for example, or running on the spot, or star jumps.
It's extremely hard to run and walk in water as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's mad because when you're in the water, it's not hard.
Yeah, you don't think of it.
If you'd done it on land, you'd be out of breath and you'd have the red cheeks and you'd be gasping for breath. But for some reason in the pool, because it just takes all that body weight away, it's easier. But you're also working, they reckon you work about 12 to 14 times the resistance of land.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah. So, like, when you're doing a high knee, for example, you're working your muscles anyway, but you're working 12 to 14 times what you would on land.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't realise you're doing that. So a lot of people will say, like, I don't feel like I've done much. And then they'll come back the week after and they're like, 2 days later, I couldn't walk. So it's...
in a good way, though.
Yeah, in a good way, yeah. So we use noodles, we use the floats, like the kickboards, dumbbells. That's another one. People will lift them up and be like...
Dumbbells as well? Wow.
Yeah. So like water dumbbells.
That's
and
so
they're
cool.
hard work.
I bet.
They're really hard work.
I want to do them.
Yeah, you can come along and try them.
So what kind of questions do you get asked? Is there anything that's been like a little bit, like what do people come to you with? What do they ask you for?
So probably the biggest one is like I get them nigh on a daily basis. I'll get messages or phone calls. I can't swim.
Oh, really?
Can I come? Yeah. And I'm like, you don't need to swim. You absolutely don't need to be able to swim. If you're not confident in the water, we've got the floats. Like the noodle that can help you, and also there's grab rails right around the pool. So yeah, I'll put that one right out there. Other ones, is it mixed? That's another one, and the answer is yes, because I want to just be inclusive to everyone. Again, going back to there's no judgment there. I set out right from the start, I want to be inclusive to everybody, regardless age, gender, ability, everything. So yeah, and I go back to that thing, there's no judgment at all. Everybody's there for their own thing. Men will come in, women will come in, nobody bats an eyelid. Like one of the other ones, which is, it's quite a sensitive subject, is a lot of women will say, I'd love to come, but I just couldn't be in a costume.
Yeah.
And I get that.
I know that's one of my main struggles, which is crazy to think, but it is. Like even when my son wants to take him swimming, I'm just so body conscious. So
it's one of I think swimming costumes are one of the biggest thing ever. Like even when I speak to people, even going on holiday, and they'll say, I'm fine when I'm away because I don't know anyone. And the thing is, it's just a lot of it is in your head because you think people are going to think this of you. Mm-hmm. But I cannot stress enough for hydro for you anyway, the way that it's set out. You come out of the changing room and it's probably about 10 steps to the stairs.
Yeah.
So you haven't got this huge big walk of shame that everybody thinks like is associated with swimming. And like I say, if there's people already in the pool, they're not sitting or like standing in the pool looking at you thinking, God, look at them.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that. So it's trying to put people's mind at ease.
Yeah.
And it's hard when you've got that. Like I could sit and say to you, oh, don't worry about it. There's nothing wrong with you. Regardless. But
I think when someone's a worrier, the worst thing you can say is don't worry about it, isn't it? Because you're just going to worry even more.
Exactly.
I think a lot of it, especially for me, kind of, if you look at it from, I can kind of compare from, I suppose, a weight loss point of view. So like when I first started going to the gym, for example, and wanted to like stay fit and things, it's very much like, oh no, people are staring at us. It's very, I become in my own head, even with gym, and I know there'll be a lot of people listening to this who can relate, where well, how am I meant to get in a cosy and go in a swimming pool when I can't even go to the gym? But I think it's a really good point that you've said. It's like everyone's, in the same boat. Nobody's judging. You've got a lovely little kind of community that you're building in the pool itself as well, and outside of the pool on social media, like you said. And it's literally 10 steps to the pool. That's all you have to do, and I think even that in itself is, fantastic.
Yeah, I've even said to people like who are really, really uncomfortable, and I've said, look, come down to the centre. I'll show you around before you even come for a session. And there's times I've gone down and I've said like, this is where you get changed. This is how far you've got to walk. And people are like, oh, it's really put my mind at ease.
No, that's good. It's nice that you've got that with them where they can see beforehand and they know what to expect. You know what I'm like? I'm the same. I like to know what to expect as well.
Exactly, yeah. We had that today, didn't we?
No, we did, yeah.
But no, speaking from experience, people who like they've said they would never ever have come before. Like they just wouldn't have done it. And then now, like I've got people that are once isn't enough. I want to come twice a week. People are saying I'd love to come every day, but it's cost at the end of the day. But it's the people that are coming are seeing the benefits massively.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying before, it's really good from like a sleep point of view as well. Like people have had was it like the best night's sleep of their life or something after they'd been to your sessions?
Yeah, I love me Mondays and me Thursdays, especially when I'm in the pool twice a day. But yeah, it just, apparently what it is, it's the water. So the more waves you create, the more it feels against your body and it relaxes. So it's like a lot of people have said they love going down to the coast and they'll just sit in the car and they'll listen to the waves crashing.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of these meditation videos, if you've ever done them, it's like music with water in the background, or you've got the rustling of the trees. It's all that, the environmental stuff.
Yeah.
So water, it like from more than one point of view, it's magic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do try at least about 5 to 10 minutes of the session is to create the waves.
All right, okay.
So it crashes against the body, and that's apparently what relaxes you so much more.
Class.
So, but yeah, everybody's like, they're just sleeping better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I've speaking from experience myself, I think when kind of, even if it's just, if it's raining outside and I'm lying in bed in the night and I can hear the water, like, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. You know how many people
water
say
helps so much.
Yeah. People will say to me, I love camping when it's raining because of the hearing it, or like on a caravan, hearing the rain.
Yeah.
And it relaxes you, and it's proven. So I don't know the full shebang and scientific thing behind it, but I just know from me doing it in the beginning, doing my hydrotherapy, and then my clients coming in, when I listen to them, like it's just, it's magic.
Amazing.
So, yes. So I think that kind of concludes, Laura. So I just want to say a huge thank you for taking the time to come and be me amazing co-host.
I've absolutely loved it. It's been fantastic. It's been class.
First ever podcast for Hydro for You. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed what you heard. And if you've got any questions or anything like that, feel free to get in touch. There's the website. There's a link on there, WhatsApp, message, whatever you feel comfortable with. Thank you for tuning in.